Well, hi everybody, this is Gadgets and Wheels here. Been quite a long time since I've done a little moto vloggy type thing, but today I thought I'd have a go out on my bike. This morning I was going to get up and join in with the guys who were going out on the Peaks Nottingham meetup, and actually I didn't quite get myself out of bed in time. I felt absolutely knackered this morning, and so I decided to stay in bed, and I kind of was thinking about, should I get up, should I go out on the bike today? And it was one of those days when I'm sure at this time of year, when the nights start to get darker sooner, and the weather starts to get colder, and everything seems to sort of change, that I do definitely feel as if I'm going into some kind of hibernation. So that's how I felt this morning, and I thought, well, I'm going to stay in bed, take it easy, and I might get up a little bit later, and I might go out on the bike. And that's, oh, look what they've done here. Oh, great. So we no longer, unless I went up the wrong way there, which would be a bit too naughty, I think, I can no longer get round that way. So a bit loose, that gravel there. So I decided, that's a great view there, I don't know if you can see that, of Emily Moore mast over Huddersfield. That's the television mast for Huddersfield up on the hill there. Probably can't see that on the camera at all, but yeah, so basically I decided, well, I'll stay in bed a bit longer, take it easy, and I'll get up a little bit later, and that's just what I did. I a little bit later on thought, right, stuff it, I'm going to go out today, I'm going to get on the bike, I'm going to go out somewhere, but I wasn't going to go as far as down to the peaks, and plus if I tried to, I'd miss the other guys, and it'd be all a bit of a stress to try and find them and try and link up with them and everything. So I decided to go out somewhere with no real destination as such, but I'm heading broadly and roughly in the direction of a little town called Howarth, which is kind of northwest of Huddersfield where I live. Howarth is probably familiar to most people because of the Bronte sisters, and some people call it Bronte land. It's the area where the Brontes, who are famous throughout the world for writing, were born and lived all of their lives, and stories like Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre were written by the sisters. So that's where I'm broadly heading today. It's not a great deal there actually when you get there from memory. I have been there once or twice before in the past, and usually it's got quite a few tourists there. It's a bit of a hillside kind of affair, a bit of a cobble street going up a hillside, and there are, as always with these places, lots of little shops and things dotted around, so it might be interesting. It's going to be about 3 o'clock-ish by the time I get there, and we'll see what there is when I get there. So apart from that, what's been going on? Not a great deal really. I did buy a VW T5 van, second-hand 2009, which I'm kind of using as my main car now, on the side of having the bike. I'm commuting to work probably, if I can, do 3 days a week, and then going in the van on the other 2 days a week. The great thing about having the bike is I can actually park in the building underground. There's a big kind of bunker under the building that I work, and I can take the bike directly in there, but don't unfortunately have the same, what the hell is she doing? I don't unfortunately have the same rights with the van, so I kind of, if I go in the van, I have to go and find somewhere to park, and it costs me as well, so I'm trying to avoid doing that. But having said that, I don't know about you guys, but the weather has certainly turned, and we're definitely heading out towards winter now. You can feel it's much more of a chill in the air. Having said that, we've not really had a summer in the UK this year. It's been really shit all the way through the summer. We've mainly had rain. We haven't had as much wind actually as we did the last 2 or 3 years, but even so, the rain is really shit. It's not really been biking weather a great deal throughout the year, but anyway, us hard-on bikers have been out as much as we can, I guess, this year. Well, the good thing about having this GS is that there's a decent screen. Well, actually the screen that's on it's a Givey screen, which I put on there within a few weeks of buying the bike, because the stock screen that comes with this bike doesn't really provide a great deal of protection from the wind and the rain. But this Givey screen is excellent actually. It looks a bit weird, I suppose, and it kind of looks as if it kind of takes over the front end of the bike from a look and feel point of view, but it really practically does do the job, which is the main thing. That's all I'm bothered about really, keeping out of the weather. Apart from that, I sold my my Zumo 660 GPS on the internet. I really couldn't justify spending, and as you can see I'm using the iPhone down here today. I've not got the screen orientation lock on, so as it goes over bumps it keeps going landscape and portrait, but I can hear it also in the Scala headset, so it's dead easy to use, and I've already got the phone, so why spend more money on things is my my new mantra for 2013. I'm going to be really careful this next 2 or 3 years actually, because the world has definitely changed financially, and for me, even though I've still got my job, fingers crossed, at the moment, it's still a very touch and go situation, I think, for everybody at the moment. So don't want to be really buying things that I don't need to buy. I'm just listening to the GPS in my ear now, and it's telling me to do something different to what I'm going to do, which is always a bit confusing, as well as talking on the camera at the same time. So I'm in Brighouse now in West Yorkshire. It's a busy little sort of town. It's one of these towns that used to be a bit like Huddersfield. It used to be an industrial town, and most of that industry now has gone somewhere else, so typically China. And so all the sort of engineering and industry stuff that we had here kind of left the communities without a lot of economic possibilities, and these towns tend to get a little bit kind of sort of run down, but Brighouse is one of those towns that's kind of regenerated itself a little bit, but still not to the degree that obviously the bigger cities have managed to do here in the UK. So I'm going to go through Brighouse and head out towards a place called Queensbury. If you can be asked to check on Google Maps, you'll see there's a playing field over there. We're heading. It's a playing. Well, it's some sort of park.